Hello, welcome to another episode of Mike's DVD and Blu-ray Collection. I'm your host, Mike. Thanks for tuning in. Today, guys, we're going to go over a Severin Bundle sale, a bundle that I bought. The first time I bought a bundle from Severin, probably haven't ordered from Severin, but maybe a few times over the years. But this is a really cool bundle. Two movies that are a big set and a movie that I really wanted, and it really was a cheap, good deal. I mean, it really did save some money on it. The two in the bundle is 1980s Attack Force Z, which was a movie I've always wanted to see again in a long time. And then the Violent Streets box set of the Z Lenzi and Tomas Millan team up of the 5 movies they did in the Italian crime movies, Polizia, the crime movies that were so popular in Italy in the 70s, but really cool. 2 of these movies I already have, but the other 3 I haven't seen before, and the 2 that's in here that I have has a lot of extra stuff, and they might actually turn out to be better looking than the other 2. I have the 2 other movies that I have just to kind of do a comparison to that one. So let's get right into it with 1980s Attack Force Z. This is a movie starring Mel Gibson, John Philip Law, and Sam Neill, which Mel Gibson and Sam Neill were on the cusp of becoming big stars in America and the rest of the world and everything. This was, I think Mad Max had just came out. It was in theaters. It hadn't even made a big splash yet or anything when this came out. So it kind of gets overlooked a little bit because it's kind of like Mad Max eclipses this movie, and it just kind of goes straight to the Road Warrior and kind of forget about this one. But this is a really good movie. It's based on a true story. This was an Australian and a Taiwanese co-production. And I guess this would go into the Ozploitation genre of Australian exploitation movies and stuff like that, I guess, or it could be just a typical war movie. It's however you want to look at it. But yeah, let me read a little bit about this. This came out in 1980, kind of late 80, early 81. So he had done Mad Max, and I guess it was a big hit. It's kind of sketchy with dates and how that came out and stuff, but really, Mad Max hadn't blown up yet for him. So this is one of the earliest film roles of 2-time Academy Award winner Mel Gibson. He stars with Sam Neill, who, Jurassic Park, The Piano, different movies like that. John Philip Law, who was in Danger Diabolik, and that other spaghetti western with Lee Van Cleef that escapes me at this moment. This is a true story of the Z Special Forces, a World War II top secret Pacific Commando unit. When an American fighter jet crashes on an island held by the Japanese, a 5-man Z Force assault team launches a daring mission of courage, carnage, and desperate jungle warfare to rescue the survivors. Chris Haywood and John Waters, not the director John Waters, co-star in this complete version of this 1980 Australia and Taiwan co-production directed by Ozploitation veteran Tim Burstall, written by Roger Marshall, and edited by David Striven, who edited The Road Warrior the next year. This is a 2K scan from the original negative at the National Film and Sound Archive of Australia. And at the beginning of it, there's a little prologue that says that this is based on a true story and that this is very close to what actually happened. I mean, it was and I think it was done by one of the people that were on the Z-Force team, who oversaw the production and everything. And says it's really true, authentic and everything. Let's see, the Action Elite says this is a ruthless and authentic, an early 80s men on a mission movie with strong performances, nail-biting tension, and a blood-soaked finale. And let's see, Blu-ray.com says it's a gritty war drama with many future big-time stars. Nicely researched film that takes its action very seriously. Yes, it does. And special features, it has I think it's about 30 minutes long. It's called the Z-Men Debriefed. It's interviews with the producer and a couple of the actors. Photo gallery and trailers. So it's not much on special features, but it has a really good documentary on there that kind of fills in a lot of the blanks. But yeah, really cool. 94 minutes. I believe this is at maybe a 1:8:5 ratio. And really cool. Attack Force Z. So it was really cool to get this bundle because I wanted this and I wanted the other one. So it was a perfect marriage of videos. So next up, guys, this is the Violent Streets, the Umberto Lenzi Tomas Millan Collection. This is a really nice box set here. It's really cool. And, you know, slips off as so. Got this nice sturdy box, which it has 5 movies that they did throughout the 70s, Lenzi and Millan. Starting off with Almost Human. Now, this came out in 1974. It also stars Henry Silva, which is always a welcome face in movies such as this. Let's see, Taste of Cinema said this is Lenzi's masterpiece. Tomas Millan gives a genuinely scary performance in one of the best and most brutal films of the genre. It includes 5 hours of special features and Ennio Morricone's soundtrack on its own separate CD, which is really cool. And it's got a lot of interviews. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got about 4 video supplements. It's got a couple, I think it's got two different audio commentaries and the trailer and everything. But yeah, this is really, really cool. This is the 2K scan, I believe. I believe they did a 2K scan on this. I'm not 100% sure, but I already had this movie. I had the movie that I picked up from Code Red. I believe this was maybe 2 years ago. But this is the Code Red edition of Almost Human, which, you know, on this one only has an interview with Umberto Lenzi, the trailer, and then it's got a new HD scan and color correction that was done here in the States that fixed the picture up. So I don't know if the print made for this is the same one that Severin used or if this is something brand new. I haven't really heard or read about it yet. But really good movie. I'm looking forward to seeing how it looks compared to Code Red. I think Code Red was pretty good. It didn't look bad at all. I mean, doing the color correction is really needed on a lot of movies, especially with Sergio Leone's Dollars trilogy, which really needed color correcting when it came out in 4K, and they finally fixed it up like it should be. Second teaming with Lenzi and Millan, 1975's Syndicate Sadists. This is a movie I haven't seen yet. This one has the soundtrack CD on here too. Special features. It's got another interview with Umberto Lenzi and about 3 interviews with people that were involved with the filming of the movie, crew and actors. This is quintessential Polozecchi eye-watering violence with white-knuckle thrills. It's macho, well-made, and recommended, says DVD Beaver. It includes Franco Michelezi's soundtrack CD, and it's featuring music from Syndicate Sadists and Brothers Till We Die. So this is their second teaming together, Lenzi and Millan, and I haven't seen it yet, so I'm itching to watch this one. This is going to be really cool. They really did work well together in their movies and stuff. So this is the third teaming of the director and star. This is a movie I also haven't seen yet. The Cynic, the Rat, and the Fist. Interesting title. This one also has a soundtrack CD in it. And this is from Michelazzi soundtrack. Looks like, okay, Franco Michelazzi did the score, which, you know, he also did Death Proof and Django Unchained. Worked with Tarantino on those when he did those. This is a new uncut 2K scan of the movie. Let's see, Gore Girls Dungeon says that this is an ass-kicking thriller, 70s style, exciting, violent Eurocrime with top-notch performances, an insane amount of action, and a great score. So it's really cool. Fast-paced, brutal, and hard as nails. For Eurocrime aficionados, this cast is a wet dream, says B Mania. Okay, so this is really cool. Trying to think of the actor who, oh yeah, Maurizio Merli, who starred in one of my, I don't know if it's one of my favorite spaghetti westerns. God, what was it called? Just not thinking very well today. That movie was, what was that called? Oh yeah, A Man Called Blade. Really cool movie. But yeah, this is another interesting movie. I haven't seen it yet, so can't wait to pop this one and see it. I was going to get this separately probably about a year ago, and I didn't do it. I'm kind of glad I didn't. Next up, this would be the fourth teaming of director and star. This is another movie I haven't seen. This is one of the three I haven't seen. This is Freehand for a Tough Cop. I believe there's a really good German Blu-ray out that I almost got picked up by Carlos Eastwood for Life fan during a trade package. Ended up choosing something else and didn't get that one. But yeah, I got it now, and really cool. Freehand for a Tough Cop. And I'm trying to think who stars in this. Well, you got Claudio Casanini. And you got, who else is in here? Henry Silva returns. It's got Robert Hundar and Nicoletta Machiavelli is in this also. And again, this is a 2K scan from the original negative. And it's uncut for the first time ever with 5 new featurettes and more. A bullet-riddled golden era favorite. It holds a special place in the history as the debut of Millan's Moneneza. It also Lenzi at the peak of his crime movie powers, says Mondo Digital. It's a Eurocrime classic. Lenzi crafts a blistering paced film. Millan is a pleasure to watch, hugely entertaining, and highly recommend it by a Blueprint review. So yeah, this is from 1976, and it's got quite a few extras on here. Another interview with Umberto Lenzi. Yeah, it's got quite a bit of. It's got some extended scenes and stuff like that from the original negative. So it's got quite a bit to go along with that one. So there you go, Freehand for a Tough Cop. And finally, their fifth and final team up. This is the movie Brothers Till We Die, which I have. Let me show you the version I have. This is the 88 Films edition, which I just recently got this in the past year. I think this was in a trade package with Carlos Eastwood for Life fan. Brothers Till We Die with Pino Colizzi, Thomas Millan, Isa Dinelli. And this is a really good release. 88 Films is kind of hard to beat sometimes, so I'm going to compare them and see how well this looks. And also, I mean, the bonus features on the 88 Films version is very, very plentiful compared to the features on the new Severin one. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 4 extra bonus features on the new one. It's quite a few stuff on the 88 Films version. I think this was one of the first times it was the 2:3:5 ratio. And then the 88 Films was the British Blu-ray premiere of the movie. So we'll see how that stands up next to this one. This is the Severin release. Fun gem that delivers the goods. You get bad wigs, obligatory Fiat chase with, you see a lot of the Fiats and stuff in these movies, which are crazy fast, and the stunt works they do with it, it's crazy. A funky score and lots of J and B. Most importantly, it's funny, very funny. And that was the Gentleman's Blog to Midnight Cinema. A real feast for fans of the genre. A fine crime film that features outstanding acting by Millan and a double role. It's highly recommended. Grindhouse Database says. So yeah, in this movie he plays 2 brothers, twins. One's good, one's bad, and from what I remember, it's really good. I think I've only seen this movie twice, so I'm gonna watch it again and see. But yeah, there you go. Brothers Till We Die, and that was their fifth team up and last team up. But yeah, there you go. The Violent Streets Umberto Lenzi box set, really cool. I want to say highly recommended. I mean, I haven't watched them yet, but it's really cool. And what's really nice about this is all of them are restored, uncut, uncensored for the first time ever, using the original negatives and everything. So, but yeah, 5 restored classic films, 4 remastered soundtracks, and 10 plus hours of special features. So it's hard to beat that. So you need to check out that bundle sale at Severin. As I record this is March 17th, 2023. It could be over. Maybe the time you see this, it'll probably be over, but this is definitely a box set you should sink your teeth into, because it's good. It's a good genre. The crime, the Euro crime and stuff. So there you go, guys. So let me know what you think about Euro crime, about Umberto Lenzi, Tomas Millan. Thoughts on him on that. Anybody's already got the box set and watched everything and you got an opinion, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. So until next time, guys, I'm Mike, and I got a lot of watching of movies to do. So I will see you guys later in the next installment. Later.